Naku guys, grabe hindi lang pala sa flood control merong mga kurakot, grabe. Grabe din pala yung kurakot sa farm to market roads, naging farm to pocket roads. Eto panoorin natin guys.
The items in the presentation. One of which is yung nakita ko meron 16 billion na amount for farm to market roads for 2016. But I was looking at the historical, um, I'll just flash on the slide, no? Historical appropriation for farm to market roads. Last year was 23 billion, tapos this year 16 billion. Um, Bakit bumaba po yung amounts, Secretary?
Mr. Chair, basically, during the budget call namin with the President sa Malacanang, we were advised by DBM kung pwedeng 16 billion lang yung for 2025 due to budget constraints moving forward. And this was earlier this year pa yan. So hindi pa lumalabas tong mga additional funding for na bibigay sa amin for yung additional funding na libre, no, na unlock dahil sa flood control nga. So kaya 16 lang yung parang limit kasi nga yung fiscal space namin maliit.
So this is due to fiscal space,
Yes.
basically. But just to give us an idea, meron ba kayong target how many or how long how many farm to market roads in terms of kilometers
Yes.
do we have?
Yes,
And then
Mr. Chair.
versus ilan na ang nagagawa natin?
Well, I don't have the data with me now kung ilan yung nagawa na natin, but please look for it. Pero alam ko yung ilan pa kailangan na validated siya, ilan pa yung total na kulang. Ang kulang na total natin is 64,000 kilometers. Ang validated sa doon is 36,000 kilometers. Sa 16 billion pesos na budget, we can only do based on the, of course, estimates ng DPWH to, no, which may be lowered in the future.
Magkano ba ang estimate?
15 million per kilometer sila eh.
15 million per
kilometer. So
kilometer.
yung 16 billion na yun would be around a little bit less than 1,100 kilometers.
Itong 16 billion.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So kung 15 million per kilometer, that's about 15,000 per meter. No? Correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And then itong cost na ito, this is a cost agreed upon by DA and
No,
DPWH?
it is set by DPWH.
This is set by DPWH.
Yes.
But did you validate it? Kasi
Well, kung akong
at the end of the day, ang DA is the end user of those farm to market roads. Ba?
yes. Well, ako Mr. Chair, ako galing ako sa private
Yeah.
sector and I built roads eh.
Right. So
Many
based on your
projects,
experience, yung 15,000 per square meter,
It's too high.
it's too high.
It's too high.
15,000
15 million per
15
kilometer.
Yeah,
sir.
15 million per kilometer or 15,000 per meter is too high.
Yes.
Based on your personal experience, kasi mahaba experience yun sa private sector, so how much should that be?
Well, easily pwede mo tanggalin yung 30% yan eh. Easily.
So lumalabas mga around 12,000 per
10,
meter.
10.
10,000.
10 million per kilometer.
10 million per kilometer.
Grabe no.
Wala na yung 25%.
So in other words, kung maghahanap kami ng pondo para sa Sagip-Saka, pwede namin bawasan to by 30%
Uh,
and then achieve the same kilometer.
Well,
Tama?
there's many ways, Mr. Chair, to achieve the same kilometer. But ang objective ko naman, Mr. Chair, napaka-importante rin ho ng farm to market sa ating farmers eh. I actually went to Zamboanga del Sur 3 weeks ago and kinikwento ng farmer in corn na dati daw pagbaba niya ng gamit yung kalabaw at saka kabayo, mga 3 pesos per kilong ginagastos niya. Nung nagkaroon ng farm to market road, ay naging 50 centavos na lang per kilo. So dagdag kita ko sa kanila yun eh. So kung akong tatanungin niyo, ma-maintain sana yung budget niyan pero mapahaba talaga, maparami yung farm to market road, Mr. Chair.
Oo nga, pwede naman natin gawin, bawasan 30%, ilagay yung, kasi kung 30%, 6 billion, that's 6 billion. No, 5 billion, more or less, di ba? Kung mabawasan ng 30%, makakasave tayo ng 5 billion, pwede natin lagay sa iba pang recommendation ng chairman of the subcommittee. I'm sure maraming recommendation yan. So I'm thinking ahead kasi I'm sure maraming augmentation yan or amendments/insertions later on. So I'm thinking where to get the funds.
For me, Mr. Chair, kasi sa laki ng backlog, I have daw yung completed FMR.
Or the other option, Secretary, is maintain the amounts, habaan.
Yes, yun ang mas maganda. Kasi ang maganda ho sa farm to market road, na talagang tamang presyo, tapos mahaba. Araw-araw ho nagagamit yan ng ating mga farmers. And not only the farmers, many other. And yung pag may dumaan talaga na farm to market dyan, wag lang sana tayo ng commercial. Talagang tataniman talaga yung yung lupa, eh. So maraming advantage po yung farm to market na kitang-kita. Ang completed farm to market, by the way, sir, as of July 2025 is 70,000 kilometers already. 2025. Ang backlog is 60,000. Just to correct my figure of 64,000 sinabi kanina.
Yung based on your analysis ba, Secretary, kasi ang layo, no? We're talking about 15 million per kilometer, ang estimate ng DPWH, tapos sa inyo, based on your personal experience, 10 million per kilometer. Itong difference of 5 million ba, is this overpriced? Overpricing ba ho to? Or um, uh,
Dun
uh,
pa na sa bulsa
Mr. Chair, I have to admit that some areas talaga may 15
ng mga
million. Let's say bundok
DPWH.
na highly twisting and so meron talagang ganun. Pero I'm just talking about flat, straight lang na kalye.
meron
Mr.
bang
Chair.
farm to market sa bundok?
Oh yes,
Diba
marami
ang
sir.
farm normally flat yan, di ba?
Hindi ho, sa like Caraga ho, Mountain Province, Ifugao, lahat yan ang
Caraga.
ang rami pa natin unlocked areas na wala hong farm to market road, na lalo na sa high value crops, na pag malagyan ng kalye yung mga plateaus na sa mga 3,000 feet above sea level or 2,000 feet, lahat yun ma-unlock yung farming areas na yun for high value crops na like pwede tayo mag-blueberry, pwede tayo mag-ube, pwede yung mamahalin talaga, or melon, musk melon ng Japan.
Just a quick intervention. Perhaps you might also want to consider a different set of designs for your farm to market roads, for different sets of locations. For example, in Japan, they don't have the wide farm to market roads that are normal to us. In fact, yung multicab, which is a Japanese vehicle, is precisely a 4x4 that's tiny, small, because mahal ang lupa eh. Sa Japan, kaya ang kalye nila, ang kasya lang eh, yung multicab. Yung farm to market road nila, multicab lang ang ginagamit. So there might be some nuances so that your 15 billion mas lalong maraming lalo na sa bundok. If it's really just farm to market roads and not, diba, all web or roads used for all purpose, baka may ganung mga nuances na pwede.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes, apropos of what our good chairman said. Yung farm to market road, matagal ko nang binabatbat lalo sa ating mga DPWH na dun sa farm to market road na minsan tinatawag na ng farm to pocket road. Ano ba naman kung baguhin rin natin ang building technology maliban sa liitan at pakitirin yung kanilang specs. May ginagamit na soil stabilizers, ang dami-daming soil stabilizers na ginagamit sa China at Thailand. Hindi sinisemento ang farm to market road. Ang sa kanila, yung soil stabilizer muna, i-compress muna yun. Tapos ito na yung magiging substratum. Kapag may pera ka na, dagdagan mo na lang ng 3 inches, 4 inches ng semento, hindi na yung required na mga 5 inches. Kaya lang, very far behind tayo at yung building standards natin, parating urban roadways hindi talaga iniisip na may mga bagong technology, chemical, organic, iba-ibang material to stabilize soil.
Mr. Chair, just to inform Mr. Chair and the body, ang DA already proposed to former Secretary Manny Bonoan 6 months after I assumed office ang gusto ng DA ang gusto namin sa mga bundok 5 meters pa rin or even wider kasi nga bundok kurbada. And yung mga high traffic areas naman na hindi lang agri dumadaan, maybe maintain the 5 meters. Pero kung puro agri lang at less ang traffic, nasa 3.5 meters ang gusto ng DA. Para mas ang aim namin talaga mas mapahaba eh. Kaya lang kailangan may shoulder every few hundred meters para yung nagsasalubong pwedeng gumanon. Second, may proposal din kami sa DPWH under year ago is for soil stabilizers. Personally, nung nakita ko yung soil stabilizer technology na yan, I actually did it in my own farm. So, yan ang cost niyan, baka 5 million lang per kilometer eh. But of course, may base course lang, wala nang semento. So,
Maganda yan.
that alone can triple the length of our farm to market, assuming the budget is the same, ano? I mean, the costing is this, or parang ganon.
thank you.
Pero hindi ba very hesitant
The
yung
permission of
public works
Senator
to
Win.
very hesitant yung public works to doon sa kanilang building technology. Ayaw nila i-accredit yung mga soil stabilizer. Yun ang problema ko. Hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit.
Baka hindi pa nila naintindihan paano ang kickback doon kaya hindi
Wala ka feedback doon kasi talagang bibilhin mo yung chemical or else yung organic
Yes.
material. Tapos yung tao mismo, sila ang gagawa. Ang daling gawin eh. Kaya siguro hindi kinakailangan din ng contractor. Isa pang problema yon.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to add na ang gusto nga namin ng DA na sana yung FMR niya, kailangan may bridge component. Kasi marami ho tayong FMR, magugulat kayo na meron dito FMR, may FMR dito, pero hindi na-connect kasi walang tulay, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Senator Win, you
Thank
still
you.
have the floor. You have 7 minutes, but we are flexible.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary, merong special provision. I understand may special provision na ang gumagawa ng FMR ay DPWH. Ang DA ba walang capability to construct farm to market roads?
Mr. Chair, actually, kung ang kalye lang pag-uusapan, madaling gawin yan. So we are capable, but in view of the scandals that are happening, I would rather not have it under the DA, Mr. Chair.
And then, in your opinion, anything above 15,000 per square meter or 15 million per meter per kilometer is considered overpriced?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kasi tinitignan namin yung ibang mga gawa. Like in
Eto na, guys,
2024, ito, flash
Eto na.
slide 22. Tinignan namin yung mga projects in different areas, and that silinista namin yung top 10. Tawag namin extremely overpriced FMRs. Like for example, concreting of Barangay San Roque in Tacloban City, 348,000 per square meter. Per meter.
Take note, guys, Tacloban. O, kaninong distrito yan? Kay Romualdez.
Concreting of Barangay Lagyo in Camarines Sur, 263 per meter. Concreting of Barangay Ubihan, saan ba ito? Maykawayan City, 193,000 per meter. So,
Grabe.
hindi lang to extremely overpriced, extremely overpriced, Secretary.
Grabe.
Based on sa nakikita ko na pinapakita niyo, Mr. Chair, medyo shocking. But I guess siguro magandang itanong dyan, Mr. Chair, is yung ating bagong Secretary ng DPWH na matulungan tayo na mahimay ito. Mr. Chair.
Hindi nyo ho na sa DA kasi itong mga farm to market roads are part of your agriculture agenda. Diba? Kasali nga doon yung 16 billion. Hindi nyo ba na-detect na mayroong ganitong grabing overpricing? Kasi kung 15,000 nga sa inyong opinion is overpriced na, ito 348,000 per meter.
Mr. Chair, actually meron kaming reports even before this whole thing dun sa flood control na meron mga questionable na FMRs nga in terms of cost or standard or meron din parang hindi mahanap. Technically, sa lahat ng na-flag namin, hindi pumirma ang DA, RAED namin.
Pinirmahan nyo
Hindi ko I would have to
double check na lang and submit to us.
double
Kasi
check. Pero
for
sa akin
me-
ngayon, Mr. Chair, hindi namin
ito
pinirma.
for me, obvious sign of corruption na ito eh. Paano ka magkakaroon 15,000 ang benchmark? Mataas na nga yun. Considered na malambot na yung lupa. Ito, 348,000 per meter.
Grabe.
Na ang nag-construct
Halal.
is DPWH but ang end user is DA.
Yeah, medyo may problema talaga. Base sa information I got just now, hindi kami hindi DA nag-concurrent sa mga projects na yan.
Ito hindi nyo inano ito. And then we also looked at yeah, go ahead.
How does that work? Hindi kayo nag-concur? Ibig sabihin, binaypass kayo at tinuloy? Ganun ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So parang flood control.
Yes, parang sa DepEd, 'di ba, sa panahon ni VP Sara, na gumawa sila ng list, sarili nilang list, hindi galing sa Department of Education, hindi galing kina VP Sara, yung list na ginawa ni Zaldico at saka ni Romualdez.
May nagba-bypass, dinediretso dun sa
Galing itong mga projects na ito. Diba, I would assume kayo ang nagbibigay ng list ng gagawin sa kanila. So yung listahan ng FMR galing sa inyo yun.
Yes, we have a roadmap under naka-software siya ng ABMI software. So nandun yun. So we have to validate if it's really
Ito ba nandoon sa
I'm not sure lang, Mr. Chair. I don't have the actual list with me.
paki-validate na lang. And then tinignan din ho namin yung mga areas na merong cost overshoot. Slide 12. Ito yung mga areas Region 5, Region 8, Region 5, of course, that's the number one overshoot. 1.1 billion ang cost overshoot. Region 7, Region 8, 500 million ang overshoot, and Region 3, 300 million overshoot, and it goes on. So, and then tinignan namin rin yung projects nung 2023, slide 11. Majority of the projects nasa Region 5 and Region 8.
Region 5, Bicol ba yan?
Bicol Region and
Region
Region-
8, ano?
Sa amin po yun.
Tacloban.
Tacloban Region.
Okay, kilala po na yan.
And then in
Grabe. Alams na, 'di ba? Puro Bicol tsaka Tacloban. Oh, 'di ba?
in 2024, next. Ganon rin, slide 10. Region 5 and Region 8 ang top notchers. No? And then tinignan din namin kung sino yung mga nakakakuha ng kontrata in 2024. And ito pinadala niyo ho to galing galing to sa DPWH. Slide 13. 3 of which nasa top 15 yung pinangalanan ni Presidente na top 15 contractors na nakakuha ng 20% ng total flood control projects. No, yung tatlo doon
Grabe.
nasa top 15. Obviously, Highton, yung construction company na connected kay Saldico.
Lahat
So tingin ko
yan.
hindi naman coincidental na ang pinakamalaking nakakakuha ng FMR is Region 5. Tapos pangatlong pinaka maraming nakuhang kontrata is connected kay Saldico. Tingin ko hindi ho coincidental ho 'yun. No?
Walang
Nare-review
hiya
ba ho
yung
to
mga
ng
tao.
Department of Agriculture? Kasi end user ho kayo. That's my point. Kayo, at the end of the day, kayo ang end user.
Mr. Chair, itong 2023 at 2024, hindi kami yan. Pumasok ho ako ng November 2023. So yung 2024 budget tapos na yung BICAM. So yung 2025 lang yung amin actually. So
Grabe 'no, sobrang halang ng bituka ni Zaldico, hindi nahiya. At most of this pa talaga ay buti na lang kung may nagawa talaga ito 'no? Grabe, imagine mo 'yun from 15,000 meters, yung sobrang laki na daw talaga nun, ginawang 300,000 meters? Grabe, ano ba naman 'to? Tapos wala silang ginagawa at saka itong si BBM guys, nag-send pa talaga ng mga ano nun, Filipino anong tawag dun sa yung galing sa embassy ng mga ng Pilipinas o nagpunta sa Saudi Arabia na airlines. Kasi daw 'wag daw i-leak yung mga flights ni Zaldico, oh, tama ba 'yan? Oh, 'di ba? So klarong-klaro tinatago ni BBM. Tinatago nila si Zaldico kasi guys, Zaldico is the weakest link to BBM and Romualdez. Kasi 'pag nakuha 'yan si Zaldico magsasalita talaga 'yan, hindi 'yan papayag na siya lang yung ano 'di ba, alam mo yung madidiin. Sasabihin niya talaga, eh, utos 'yan ng presidente, utos 'yan Martin Romualdez, wala na. Kaya tinatago talaga nila, guys. Oo. Ano masasabi niyo? Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Mag-comment na rin kung ano masasabi niyo tungkol ditong farm to pocket roads na 'to.